It is way too easy to get caught up in 2019 and just all the big releases that are happening. Trust me, I've been there about 5 videos ago now. But here's the thing, last year and maybe the year before had some big games, and it turns out this year they're getting even bigger. So today I just want to talk about some of the big games that are getting DLC, some of the big games are getting bigger, better, stronger and faster. Maybe not faster, but they're getting better. I have 5 games here that I think you're going to be interested in, and then I've thrown a few more at the end that I'm not 100% sure on, or maybe there's not a whole lot of details about them that I'm still wanting to sprinkle in here so that you guys, why am I sprinkling everything in these episodes? So you guys know what's coming. Also, hold on a second, sidebar here. If you hear me call stuff episodes, I did podcasting for a long time. Everything is an episode in my head. These are episodes. That's the reason why. You know what? Celeste is just a fantastic game. It totally blew me away last year. I was not expecting just this level of platforming, this level of game when we first heard about it. And then I wasn't expecting as well that we were going to get more content from it until a tweet that I read a few days ago maybe. And it read that there is more content coming, but it's not going to be here before the game's first year anniversary, which is the 25th of January. Not getting a release date, it's a little bit disappointing, but you know what? It doesn't matter. Take your time. They have a high bar to reach to be able to get to where Celeste was in the first place. As for what we know about this DLC, well, it is set after the current level of like the highest level of difficulty, which means that it's going to be hard. So don't go in there not expecting a challenge. It doesn't have any B-sides to it, so it is literally just going to be a level that you play through. We don't know how long it is or how big a world it is, but we just know it's going to be hard and without any B or C sides. Well, there might be a C. I think he said no B-sides in the tweet. Do not get your hopes up though. There's also some new items and mechanics which really excites me because that's one of my favourite things about this game is every time you went into a new level, you had some sort of different block that twisted the way that you played with the game or different power up. So that's really exciting. And you tell you what, if we ever got a sequel to Celeste, which I don't know how they'd ever live up to this game, but if we ever got a sequel, I think that's what I'd really want out of it. I want them to expand on the blocks and the different kind of items and different things that played with the way the game works. You know what the best thing about this news is? Is that it's free on all platforms. You do not have to pay for this DLC, and that is my favorite type of DLC. Also, this is worth noting, if you have an Xbox, the game is actually free for the month of January, so get on that while you can. The next one here I want to talk about is another one of my favorite games from last year. I know, I can have all the favorite games that I want, you can't stop me. Now that is The Messenger. The Messenger was just a great game, but before we get into talking about it, I have to mention that maybe some of the footage and maybe some of what we're talking about here might be considered spoilers, but if you watch the initial trailer for the game anyway, these spoilers are in there. I just don't know how sensitive people are. The DLC is called Picnic Panic, which is just a cool play on words, and it is coming in 2019. We don't actually have a time in that frame. That's one way to put it. So the setting seems to be some sort of ninja vacation type deal, and appears also to add a whole new chapter. So there's a whole extra chapter of this game to play, and the best part? It's free! So the deal is we're getting more platforming that you love, the 8 and 16-bit, both styles it seems, which is actually a really cool play if you watch the difference between the two. One is like the tropical vacation paradise, and one is just a massive storm seems to be wiping through it. Of course, bosses are going to return, and I think the funny thing about this one is the one boss that we've kind of seen a little sneak peek of here, just feels like it's ripped right out of Shantae. I don't know what the deal with that is, but I'm just getting these total Shantae vibes from this boss. I don't know if it's the color palette or the fact that it's an octopus, but there's definitely something going there for it. I don't remember the main game actually having any mini-game type sections to it, but this one seems to. Like, there seems to be this raft riding part to it, which is kind of cool. It's like just another layer, something to kind of break up just doing the same thing. I want to mention as well that I love the soundtrack to the original Messenger, but the soundtrack that's in this trailer, I can't remember if it's from the game or not, but if it's not, it's still a really cool music and kind of continues that theme of this game just having fantastic tunes. It looks like it's going to be really fun to jump back into the Messenger and explore this world again, get some more story, and did I mention it's free? I did. Oh well, it's free. I kind of want to jump off the indies for a second, like I'm standing on them at the moment. What am I talking about? And move on to Smash Bros. Ultimate, one that I'm sure all of you know about the DLC already, but let's just go over what we know again. So first of all, we are getting Piranha Plant, but we might actually have a release date for Piranha Plant. Of course, this is not set in stone, but Nintendo's official website lists the Piranha Plant amiibo as a pre-order as February 15th, so it's possible that we'll get it at least by then. I mean, they said within 2 months, I think, of the launch date, so that makes sense that it'll be around then or before then anyway. Of course, Piranha Plant is just the first character that we're getting. We're getting a whole bunch more, 5 more to be exact. You can give numbers, Eric, you don't have to say a whole bunch. These 5 more characters each have their own stage and some music to go along with it. And we actually already know about one that again, I don't know why I'm like pretending this is new news. I'm sure you already know, but the Joker is coming to Smash. The character from Persona 5 is going to be the first one introduced, and then we still got 4 more to come, and they're gonna all be released before February 2020. The difference here compared to the last ones we've been talking about is that this is paid DLC, so it's not free. There is a pass that you can get all 5 of them together, or you can buy them all individually if you just find one character that you'd like. Well, let's move off to Smash Brothers because there's no point beating, I was going to say a dead horse, but it's not a dead horse at all. This horse is off and racing. Let's move on to Shovel Knight. Now, Shovel Knight has some more DLC planned, believe it or not. That just seems like this game has been getting DLC forever. So this one we actually have a firm release date for, and that's April 9th. On April 9th, we're going to be seeing the Showdown DLC, as well as the King of Cards DLC. And as I mentioned, we've already had the Plague of Shadows, the Shovel of Hope, and the Spectre of Torment DLC. A lot of DLC is coming to this game. This is the final DLC pack though, and I think the best news about this, or the news that I think I'm most excited about, is that it's all getting thrown into one physical package. Or, I mean, I'm sure you can get this digital as well. That's right, if you had bought the Treasure Trove pack, you already get all this included with it. But yeah, it's coming in a physical edition now that you can buy for your Switch with the same release date. Now, if you don't know what this DLC is, the first one there, the Showdown, is going to be like a multiplayer brawler. So you can get, I think it's over 16 characters from the Shovel Knight universe and just brawl it out with them all. And then the second pack is just another level pack here. So you're going to get another 30 levels and you're going to get to play as King Knight. Some bonus news here is that if you're into the Amiibos or the Amiibos, there's 3 more coming with this as a 3-pack. And they'll of course come out on the same day, April 9th, April 9th, April 9th. One, 2, 3, 4. I thought I had 5 here. All right, well, I've only got 4. I'll make sure to update the start of this video. I do have some more smaller ones to go through now that are almost as good, but not quite as concrete, or maybe not much as DLC coming with each one of these. The first smaller game is Moonlighter. Now, this is a game where you play as a shopkeeper. Really, really interesting. I haven't got much further in it since I got it for the Switch. I had it originally on the PS4. But it's just a really unique idea for a game, and one that I really want to go back to at some stage. We've already seen an adventure pack release for it, and that came with like some new game plus modes and some new items, as well as other DLC that was already included with this Switch version. And there's actually apparently, possibly, more words that don't actually tie myself to any kind of concrete information. There could be DLC releasing for it next year. The devs have noted plans for more DLC, but there's nothing set in stone, so I just don't want anyone to go in with expectations that this definitely has more free DLC or even paid DLC coming when the devs don't have that concrete information in the first place for us. Splatoon is the next one here. Now, we know we had the single player DLC, and that's apparently done and dusted. They chopped off the block there. Then there's not going to be any more single player DLC from what it seems. It seems they want to focus on the multiplayer. Now, how much more multiplayer DLC we get, we don't know. We just know there's definitely going to be more stuff coming. There's still Splatfest to come. They said they're going to support the game for at least 2 years from launch. We're obviously approaching that now. But if the game is going to be super successful, I don't see why they would stop. I don't see why the Splatfest or anything's going to stop if the game is still rolling. So that's definitely another game to keep an eye on. The next one here is Mario Tennis Aces. Now, this one, we've obviously had a whole bunch of characters released for it already. Like we've had Shy Guy, Koopa Paratrooper, Petty Piranha, and Birdo. But we have 3 more coming now. And that is, we have the Luma, we have Pauline, and Boom Boom. We don't have a firm release date of these characters yet. In fact, you know what? We don't even have an English trailer. We've only got the Japanese one. But we know that they're coming in the first quarter of 2019. And this game is said to be getting support all the way up to June 2019. So there's still a lot more to kind of look forward to there. At least I hope there is. We don't really know. The last notable game here that I have on my list is Fortnite, because you know what, it turns out Fortnite ain't dead. It's still coming back, more content, stronger than ever. So yeah, you guys can look forward to more of that if you're still playing Fortnite. There's still a lot more to enjoy with this game. Are there any of these games that you're really looking forward to? Or maybe some that I missed? Why don't you let me know below? And remember, for great Nintendo entertainment, you can count on me. Do you get stuff every time you pre-order a Nintendo game? Like, so the latest one here, New Super Mario Bros. U, they gave me this little keyring with Navid on it. They've given me like tennis balls in the past, boxing gloves, just all this random stuff. I don't know if this is just like an Australian thing that we need to collect this random apparel. Ooh, Splatoon's got like this bucket and the squid on it. But we get lots of it, and I don't know why. Anyway, just thought I'd ask. Bye. Bye? That was really high pitched. Bye.